What does family mean to you? What does a relationship mean, whether it's with your classmate, friend, or just someone you talk to on the street? It could even be your significant other. What does that mean to have a bond with them, and how do you know when to fight for it? The Last of Us is a game that changed my life forever. How I see people, how I see situations, but most importantly, how I see family. I recently got sick this last week, to the point I couldn't post, just a normal cold. But I finally had time to do something I don't normally get to do. Play video games. Experience what it means to sit down and just enjoy a story. And through this time where I was infected, I got to play The Last of Us, a game I never played, but was on the bucket list of games I wanted to experience. That time I now had to rest was spent playing a game that would change how I not only saw family, but bonds forever. But how? How did a game made in 2013 on my old PS3 change what family meant? Well, the story of Joel and Ellie, our main protagonists, was the cause. Joel was just a father in a time period where the infected first began. Neighbors started turning into mindless zombies, and unfortunately, as he tried to get his family to safety, his daughter passed away. At the age of 12, Joel lost his only child as she died in his arms, a memory he would be trying to erase for his entire life.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no. Please. Please don't. Please.
Joel later in life would be like everyone else who survived, scavenging for food, getting supplies to fight the infected, and taking missions from others to get those resources. One fateful day, he and his friend Tess were required to take a girl named Ellie to the Fireflies, a group of people that would stand against the zombies trying to find a cure for the infected to stop the fungus from spreading. Through this journey of returning Ellie to the Fireflies, Joel doesn't even want to help her out. At the end of the day, he just wants his supplies.
So what's the deal with you and Marlene anyways?
I don't know. She's my friend, I guess.
Your friend, huh? You're friends with the leader of the Fireflies. What are you, like 12?
She knew my mom, and she's been looking after me. And I'm 14. Not that that has anything to do with anything.
So where are your parents?
Where are anyone's parents? They've been gone a long time.
So instead of just staying in school, you decide to run off and join the Fireflies, is that it?
Look, I'm not supposed to tell you why you're smuggling me, if that's what you're getting at.
You wanna know the best thing about my job? I don't gotta know why. To be honest with you, I give two shits what you're up to.
Well, great.
He even found out that Ellie was immune to bites from the infected, meaning that she didn't turn like everyone else. That is why the Fireflies wanted her. In his mind, every time he looks at Ellie, he is reminded of this little girl that he couldn't save. His daughter. He gets more and more infuriated the longer this trip goes on, being delayed to different areas since the Fireflies keep moving to avoid the incoming infected that now accompany the areas we travel to.
About me.
I know that you are smarter than this.
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess! Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
The thing about this story is that at the start, no one is attached to one another. Joel only has Tess, and other than that, no one is hesitant to harm another person. No one cares about whether you helped them yesterday or not. No one cares about how you feel or what you should or shouldn't do. As Joel says, it was either him or me. And that is how this world operates sometimes. Not just in The Last of Us.
And you just hang back like I told you to.
Well, you're glad I didn't, right?
I'm glad I didn't get my head blown off by a goddamn kid.
You know what? No. How about, hey, Ellie, I know it wasn't easy, but it was either him or me. Thanks for saving my ass. You got anything like that for me, Joel?
We gotta get going.
Lead the way. Hey, look, about Tess. I don't even know what...
Here's how this thing's gonna play out. You don't bring up Tess. Ever. And just so we're clear about back there, it was either him or me.
You're welcome.
This world truly has an issue sometimes, especially with what I've noticed as I get older. People tend to care less, empathy starts to get thrown out the window, and as Joel and Ellie know, it really is only him or me. This mindset can not only be applied to an infected apocalypse, but how I notice how others act as a society as well. People who fend for themselves, compete with each other for jobs, and don't look to help others if it means bringing themselves down a little bit. I assumed that it was one of those hard facts of life, and to an extent, I still believe that it is how some people operate. It makes me feel so outcasted when I felt like none of this mattered, like we should all help each other regardless of where we are in life. That we all bleed red, and at times we all need that assistance in our lives. The Last of Us up to where I talked about was this exact theme. Joel saw Ellie as a liability to his own life. Almost as if he was to form a relationship with her, he would end up dying because of it. From area to area, Joel meets people from friends to allies to eventually the Fireflies. Many of the ones in this story were found on a whim or were friends or family from a long time ago. It was within these dialogues where we found what it meant to trust another human. Sam and Henry were two brothers that we ran into later in the story, built a trust with, and eventually ended up where Sam got infected. When Sam turned, Henry stepped in and passed his brother on to the next life. Shortly after, he followed suit. It was heartbreaking, and then the two had to move on, believing that in this world, things just happen. But I think the hardest pill to swallow was this next line.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys, movies, deciding which shirt goes with which skirt. It's bizarre.
Get up. We're leaving. Come on.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
Tommy knows this area
Oh,
better
fuck
than...
that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
I'm not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Through all they went through, it almost felt to me like, how could she not be his daughter? How, after all the close calls, can you not call someone family? Then I found out what really makes someone your own blood, regardless of where you came from. Joel ends up getting a life-threatening injury, being impaled by a steel pole.
Oh, get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do.
Ellie shelters and tries to heal him back to health, scavenging for food and medicine all on her own, barely keeping Joel alive. To be honest, this was after he told her she would never be his kid. And yet she still pursued to keep her friend alive. The only person that has stayed with her up until this point, she refused to let die like her other friends and family. After some events where Ellie is kidnapped and Joel comes to save her, this is where I started to question if Joel was lying. If she didn't mean anything to him other than just getting supplies for him to survive, why did it matter whether she lived? It's because Ellie was his daughter now.
Well, I sort of shot a rifle before, but it was at rats.
Rats.
With BBs.
Well, it's the same basic concept. Lift it up. All right, now. You're gonna want to lean right into that stock, as it is gonna kick a hell of a lot more than any BB rifle.
Okay.
Go and pull the bolt back. Grab it right there. Just tug it. There you go. And as soon as you fire, you're gonna want to get another round in there quick. Listen to me. If I get into trouble down there, you make every shot count. Yeah?
I got this. How'd I do?
How about something a little more your size? It's for emergencies only.
Okay.
And how could he let the closest person to him die while he laid down and did nothing? The person that came to him after everything he said and tried to nurse him back to health. It was the act of caring about someone so far you would be willing to do anything for them is what made half of this story happen in the first place. Upon arrival, he helps save Ellie when she is hurt, after she took down the man that kidnapped her. And he says something that gave me flashbacks to the first part of the game.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl.
The same name he called his dying daughter as she moved on to the next life. He truly acknowledged that Ellie wasn't just some brat he had to take across the country. She was family to him. She was his daughter, even if they weren't blood related. Joel found where the Fireflies were stationed and took her to see them. They encountered giraffes in an open field where, as they made their way closer, Joel asked Ellie this one thing.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
They move through, and Joel is rethinking this whole journey. They end up moments away, almost drowning, where Joel is trying to save Ellie since she can't swim.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on.
They are taken in by the Fireflies, where Ellie is still knocked out from almost drowning, and Joel is being explained to that in order to have a chance of making an antidote, they need to extract the fungus from Ellie's brain, killing Ellie in the process. Joel doesn't agree, and while he is being kicked out of the facility, he runs and fights his way back to get to Ellie. He doesn't care about dying. He doesn't care about what happens to him or anyone else. He just wants his daughter. As Joel succeeds and is wiping out the last remaining of the Fireflies, he makes a choice to save Ellie, even if that means there won't be an antidote ever made to reverse engineer the infected. They leave to head for Tommy's settlement, where they exchange one of my favorite scenes in this whole game.
All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there, and she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay?
Joel lied here. Ellie probably would have sacrificed herself for the greater good. Joel knew that she would have been angry with his decision. However, he did it because Joel loved Ellie how he would love his own daughter. And this game made me realize that family wasn't the people you were born with. They are the people that fight for you, risk their lives, and put themselves on hold to be with you. The people that take that extra step when you can't, and the people who, if you told them you had amnesia today, they would explain who you were to the people around you. In a sense, being a family doesn't mean you will always agree with one another. You won't always understand or be on the same page. But goddamn, I bet if you called that person up today, they would pick up the phone. I bet if you were dying in a broken shed, they would help nurse you back to life, regardless of if it put their own lives in danger or they didn't even have enough resources for themselves. Joel and Ellie made me realize that family doesn't mean you sit back and you watch as someone else dies or falls right by you. Because you know if you cared enough, you would be willing to pick that person up and carry them thousands of miles if needed to. Your bonds with the people in your life are created because of that concept that you would sacrifice something in order to pick someone else up that you cared about. That you would lay down your life for a person because their value of who they are is higher than the consequences it may cause in order to save them. Being a family is a decision. A decision that regardless of what you may have to go through, you will fight for that person. That conscious effort is what made Ellie and Joel's tale so incredible. Go out of your way to help others and let people know that you fucking love them. Fuck being nonchalant and not letting someone know that they matter to you. Be willing to help others and go grab someone if they're stuck in a pit and need help out. Drop the things that are important for the friends and family of ours because they won't be there forever. Joel and Ellie made me realize we only have a finite amount of time to be with those we deem as family. Why not fight for them?
You to decide.
There's a theory. A man who looks for the cure to live forever will spend his entire life floating around what it means to live. The man who decides to experience it with family will live forever. Thank you for watching.
I swear.
Okay?
Anybody hurt? No, we're good. I think it's time we quit this place. Come on. Let's go.